logic. Okay, let's
Yeah.
get it right. While we all know that there might be certain cases of corruption at some places, but such organized corruption during election process, I don't think it's possible. Believe me, logically, and I'll tell you how. In every booth, there's an agent. While counting also their agents, their IAS officers, IPS officers, the whole election commission. And do you believe that everybody would want BJP to win? Are there are not IAS officers or state service officers or smaller officers or the Karyakartas who do not talk against BJP or the media or the press or the RT activists? Like India has become so transparent in the last 15 to 20 years. Do you think it's remotely possible to maneuver and the hacking of EVMs, which the opposition always talks about? Do you even have a remote idea of if that can be done? And as Tavleen said, if somewhere somebody had to do it, they would do it during the time of the Lok Sabha elections. Why would they want to do it in one by-election or one state? If okay, let कॉन्स्पिरेसी करते हैं चलिए. अगर मुझे कॉन्स्पिरेसी करना मैं क्या करूंगा? I would actually lose some of the seats to have that page generated in the system. And I would do that. I would use that trump card in the main elections probably. No? Why would I use the trump card in a by-election? So the opposition and the entire India and everybody has to understand this very cleverly. No sane person would do that. And I'm not talking from BJP. I'm just talking like a logical youth. And please answer me if you can. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. और ये एरोगेंस से निकलना पड़ेगा कांग्रेस पार्टी को. ये अभी भी एरोगेंस से दिखा रहे हैं. चुनाव 0 सीट लाने के बाद आम आदमी के प्रवक्ता तो फिर भी ठीक थे, कंसिडर्ड थे. हार मान ली, शिरोधार्य है जनता का. और ये जनता को ही ब्लेम कर रही है कि सोसाइटी खराब है, सब जगह खराब है. हरियाणा में खराब है, महाराष्ट्र में खराब है. पुटिंग क्वेश्चंस, इंट्रोस्पेक्ट. इन कांग्रेस, आई टॉक अबाउट छत्तीसगढ़. छत्तीसगढ़ में कांग्रेस की गवर्नमेंट थी, ठीक है, 5 साल तक. It is proven that they sold the seats of Public Services Commission. अपने नाते रिश्तेदारों को लगा दी. They were selling नकली शराब यहाँ पर, नकली होलोग्राम लगा के. They were involved in all kinds of corruption here. And actually, Chhattisgarh was the ATM for Delhi. And everybody knows that. Chhattisgarh was funding the elections of UP, Assam, Gujarat, Haryana, everywhere. And when they lost, they started questioning the EVM, the election commission. नहीं हो सकता. We also said, our national president said, Akalpani ji Chhattisgarh mein. But believe me, you'll have to believe in this. The voters decided. This is the same set of voters which gave Congress 75 seats to the same EVM. And this is the same voter who gave Congress 36 seats. This is the same voter base which gave AAP 67 seats out of 70. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that? And this is the same set of voters which is giving BJP 48 seats. So why wonder? Accept the defeat, ना. स्वीकार कीजिए, झांकिए कि क्या गलत कर रहे हैं राहुल गांधी जी, क्यों क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं. वायनाड में ईवीएम कैसे सही काम करता है, वहां पे मशीनरी कैसे सही काम करती है, रायबरेली में कैसे काम करती है. अगर मुझे हराना होता तो रायबरेली में हराता ना राहुल गांधी जी को, वायनाड में प्रियंका गांधी जी को हराता मैं. आई वुड एक्चुअली इरेडिकेट ऑल द अपोजिशन. एंड यू आर टेलिंग मी कि आपने 2 सीट एग्जिस्ट करने का हमें मतलब ऑब्लाइज किया आपने बीजेपी को. थैंकफुल फॉर द राज परिवार कि आपने एग्जिस्ट करने का मौका दिया हमें, और इमरजेंसी में आपने इलेक्शन कमीशन को काम करने दिया. मीडिया बैन था, कोर्ट बैन थे, राइट टू स्पीच बैन था, पर आपने इलेक्शन कमीशन को काम कर दिया. थैंक यू सो मच कांग्रेस, राज परिवार. थैंक यू सो मच.
Okay, Mahima, do respond before we close. Mahima?
Yeah, again, Barkha, it's been a long monologue by the BJP spokesperson. Please allow me a fair opportunity to respond. You see, the BJP spokespersons does need a lesson on arrogance for sure, and I will give a brief one. He is talking about emergency because I referred to it, and that is a chariot that the BJP very gleefully rides upon. Let me just give him a small citation. After the emergency was over, not only did Indira Gandhi ji lose election, and miserably so, but she went on to give interviews to not only Indian media but to international media, and they are available on public platforms. Unlike Mr. Modi, who was questioned by one learned journalist on Godhra, and he drank some water and said, "Dosti bani rahe," the famous interview. You see, that is arrogance. And then that journalist has actually chronicled his agony thereafter till date, how Mr. Modi has sidelined him, and yet he continues to thrive. That is arrogance. Now, the BJP, if they've learned this lesson on arrogance, let me refer to some points I was noting down earlier when Tavleen Singh was speaking. Unfortunately, they're not on the broadcast with us anymore. But she was asking, about why are the people not on streets? I will refer to one village in Maharashtra and Bangladesh. Maharashtra, Markarwadi, the village where people wanted to do mock voting. It doesn't happen everywhere, Barkha. People are caught up in their own conundrums created by this government. ये डॉक्यूमेंट जमा करा दो, वहां जाके वो फॉर्म भर दो, ये आपको गारंटी मिलेगी, उसके लिए ये कर दो, आधार कार्ड लिंक करा लो, सब्सिडी मिलेगी, सब्सिडी 2020 से बंद है. खैर उसमें नहीं जाएंगे, but I would just say Markarwadi was one village that wanted to demonstrate through mock voting. ECI promptly acted. I also wanted to ask your learned panelists, and you would also be in a position to answer that question. Have you ever seen the Election Commission of India, especially in the last 11 years, act with the kind of promptness it acted after the Punjab Haryana High Court direction given to the ECI in December on Mahmood Pracha's petition? No, we haven't seen that kind of promptness except to amend the rules so that the public will not be able to seek information, and that would aid transparency. So Markarwadi is one example, and the other example is Bangladesh. Under the nose of Mr. Narendra Modi, the self-proclaimed Vishwa Guru, Bangladesh was happening. Nobody heard whispers. Nobody heard any spur of what was happening in Bangladesh, and the movement rose up. And today he is, in a very, very sly manner, hiding her in our country. Citizens are asking questions, but those questions will not be projected anywhere because there's a whole propaganda. So these are some very vital issues that we must ponder over. I would have been very poised. We have acceptance. Mr. BJP spokesperson was talking about acceptance. Acceptance is the Congress's one of the strongest virtues, and that is why the BJP rather exists. That was once banned by Sardar Patel. Let me not remind you that. Sardar Patel, when he banned them, calling them forces of hate and toxicity. So you see, it is because of the Congress that Jan Sangh continued to exist in spite of colluding, in spite of conspiring Baba Saheb's defeat. He was talking about Baba Saheb. Let me remind, Jan Sangh was responsible for Baba Saheb's defeat in Mumbai, whereafter he was still made the law minister by Pandit Nehru. These facts are on record. Mr. Spokesperson of the BJP can please acquaint himself and enlighten himself, also about humility and arrogance. So I'll leave you with those points to ponder over, Barkha, because we are living in unusually dire times. We really, really need to look within as a society. And I think as fraternities of media and of